Favorite time of the year, turning cows out to grass. Hey everyone, it's almost the 1st of June. We haven't sent too many cows out to grass just yet. I think our heifers are in the bush over there. And I did open a gate for the mature cows with the young calves. Just opened the gate there a couple of mornings ago. And I was kind of checking the fences here along by the highway there, and I got looking at where we fed last winter, the mature cow herd. If you can remember some of the videos back in the winter time, I thought, I should maybe take a clip of this and see what you folks think. With all the manure kind of spread out in the field. We're kind of dry here right now. It'd be nice to see another inch of rain here or so. We're having a lot of muggy weather and storms around us. But we've maybe only had 1/10 of an inch here in the last week, and we're talking 30-degree temperatures, and yeah, it's going to start getting it's looking like here it's a little heat stressed. So it'll be kind of nice to get a little bit of an inch of rain would really do wonders here. But I would like to get those cows from our place, the ones that we moved across to our place. I want to get them in here for a week or so before we start AIing, just to kind of nip this off and maybe promote some more growth for later in the summer, because well, that paddock over there toward the other road, we have our heifers in there. When it's breeding season, well, we're going to have bulls and well, cows bulling on each side of an electric wire. That's not going to bode well for a bull, especially if he's looking over the fence. So we kind of keep this paddock here neutral, because we generally AI over there and then at our place. I think Sherry showed you that clip in a previous video. And so I'd like to, just before breeding here, which is about June 10th, I'd like to do a little clip off here, and because this grass is just going to only go rank anyways. So yeah, manure's laid out. Yeah, this was a kind of a poor area. That's why we fed the cows here, because it needed some organic matter put back into the ground. And so far she's greening up nice. We just need a little help. Well, we're now at the north end of that paddock that I just finished on the last clip, and got the gates here. And actually, what I want to do, this is today's project, is build an alley down here to go to my place, which is just, I don't know if I can zoom in good enough. You can see the corrals there. Yeah, you can see the crowding tub there. And I want to build an alley so the cattle from, well, there's a paddock over there on this side of those cows. And I think Sherry told you in one of the videos how we do things generally. We generally start on that paddock over there and then work our way to this one. But then by the time we get over here, it's getting late, and the grass is kind of gone mature, and we also have the heifers on the other paddock by the road, and having just one divider wire just for two herds, that could be problematic for bulls jumping the fence and stuff like that. So we just leave that paddock alone. We have been anyways. But this year I want to change it up a little bit. I want to put them out here first for a few days to nip off, like I said. snip off the grass a little bit, then bring them in here. And to try and preserve this, I want to build an alley down here. I see one had to do it old school here because our pounder's in the shop right now getting some modifications done. But I put a post at the other end, and it's going to be about a 40-foot alley down here. That way we can bring the cattle, or the cattle can come down here, then through these gates, and then into that paddock. And if I decide to open the gates to the dugout, because we'll be doing this before breeding season, so we don't need to be catching the cows every day, so we might let them go in the dugout. But if we want to catch them every day, have them come up for a drink every day, this is what I have to build this alley for. So that's today's project. And start stringing events. The electric wire, one strand.
Here we are. This is our GPS system for this short amount here. And see if how far I can zoom in. See if you can see Michael. Over there. Compared to here, and I don't know if you can see all these freaking sandflies, and holy smokes, do those little assholes hurt when they bite. That's good. And then through the binoculars, I'm just seeing, based on where the other end post is. Sorry for all the jiggling. Oh, God, I hate that. Makes me motion sick. I'm telling him if he needs to go north or south with the wire when he plants his other poles. So, and I'm just gonna see if you can see that through the binocular or not. Probably not. Oh, sorry.
Well, we got her, it's after supper here, and Sherry come out and helped, and got the wire lined up, got the post stepped in. When I get my pounder back, I'll probably put wood posts there so it's a little more stronger, but this is good enough to get us started. As you can see, we got our alleyway to come into, go through those two gates and out into that field. So just have to put some panels there, or maybe a post to stand up those gates. I'll decide that in the morning. But yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, well, I'm finishing up, putting up a gate here at this end, and I thought, you know what, I better let some of you folks know what we do for, what we use, I guess, for electric fence materials. I don't know, it's, everybody's got their thing, but what we use anyways, insulators for posts. We discovered these a few years ago. Dad discovered these actually, and we thought we'd try a bag of them, and actually we kind of like these now over the nail-on. I didn't have one in the truck there at the time, but the only thing is you got to screw them in. Sometimes you got to, on a hard post, you got to drill the hole, pilot hole a little bit, but I think these would stay in the post a lot better than those nail-on ones, or ones we use staples on, or whatever. A lot of this stuff we use is Gallagher products. And as far as joining wires together, we're kind of liking these things now. They're just a wire line connector. If I can get one out. See that green mark? Put your one wire, weave it in there that way, and then your other wire, weave it this way. And it seems to hold pretty good. So far, so good. I don't know if we've had one pull out yet, but there's always a first time. I don't know. But we like that over trying to tie the wire together and tying knots and this and that and the other. And we've used gripples, and they slip out sometimes. And so for now, we kind of like these connectors. Tighteners, we've used those plastic ones, black ones. Some of you may know, some of you may not. I don't have one in the truck, but we've bought these ones, and they're aluminum, and they seem to work pretty good. And they got this pin here and then I got the tightener in the truck, but you might have seen me on one clip there tightening up the wire. We made our own tightener and just put it in that square slot, and wire goes through there, and then you turn it and tightens the wire. As far as gate material, we've used wire, and I've got this here. I bought it at a store closeout here a year or so ago. We've used this before. We have that for our tapes there, when we got a couple of reels there for moving cattle across the road or something like that, or whatnot, and they work okay. I like the rope ones better. This is an old one, but I thought we had some rope left. I think it's a Gallagher product also. It's got some red in it. This is an old one. But I like these. They're pretty good. And they seem to pull the current through pretty good and whatnot. I just don't have any. This stuff we just kind of use for some temporary fencing, like around a bale pile or something like that. And as far as a gate goes, I guess we have used it, but I just soon use something a little more heavier duty, and something the cattle can see better, so that way they can stop, or at least when they're flying by, they're seeing what they're going through. So, and then these bugs are terrible tonight. For our gates, to hook them up to the gate, I found these a couple of years ago, and I really like them. You just put your wire from here to here for your power, and then you can either hook your wire to go that way, or your gate handle. It just seems like a better connection instead of putting some little 2-bit insulator thing and a piece of wire. And I don't know, I kind of like this a little bit more. And they screw in pretty good, at least on this post. Sometimes I've had to drill a pilot hole, but this one here, these posts, these hydro poles here, they seem to be easy enough to thread through. I didn't bring my drill besides, so almost got to quit talking here because the bloody bugs are getting in my mouth. But so yeah, there's seems like a little tidier and makes it a little better for connections and stuff like that. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention was gate handles. For this project here, I'm using this one here just to see how it works. I just bought a couple of packages of those last fall. But generally what we use is, I like these ones the best. They seem to be a good heavy duty handle. Can take some abuse. These ones work okay. They're probably about as good as anything. Another Gallagher product. They seem to stand up pretty good to some pressure. Some of those other gate handles, they just stretch, and I'm thinking this one's going to be one of those too. Like kind of a light spring on there, I think. But for this application, I think I'll give it a try, and we got them, may as well use them. So those are the ones that we pick anyways. Well, it's the next day. Got everything ready to go, and here they come. Just going to stay close to this new fence here that we built last night, just so they don't go piling into it, because they'll probably, like other years, just take off out here, but they're going to get a little sidetracked this year. So I'm just going to hang tight here, and we'll watch them come through. Oh cows, oh cows. Take it easy. I think they're figuring it out now. Once they see the wire and start to touch it. I tested it here a little while ago. It's running 6.4 amps or volts or whatever it is, 6400 volts. Oh, now they're on the run. I guess we'll just follow them there and make sure they get into the pasture. And here we are. We followed the alley, ran down the alley pretty good. We're still running down the alley. What I done is I brought those stacked up troughs from at the silage pile that we used to block the deer off from the silage from the pile. And I thought, oh, that'll work here to help funnel them in and whatnot. So yeah, one less job to worry about now, feeding cows. It's always an enjoyable time of the year. A few days late getting them out here, but the way the weather's shaping up to be, there's, like I told you in the previous clips, we're getting some heat stress on these pastures. So hopefully we'll get an inch of rain here, but it doesn't look like in the forecast we're going to get much now. Our chances of thunderstorms went around us. And so just hope that things turn out and get some timely rains. June is the wettest month around here anyways. So I guess on that note, I think we'll just call it a day here. And hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, subscribe, all that other fun stuff. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.